Moin und herzlich willkommen zur 4. Folge unseres Draugen-Abenteuers. Edward ist hier an der Kirche angekommen, wo es klingelt.
All these fresh graves. Do you think that maybe...
No one's touched these since yesterday. Regardless of how they got past the boards, there's someone in there.
Who did this?
Someone who'd lost their faith.
Gone fishing?
God is not here.
Well, of course he isn't. You won't find God in a church. God is the wind in the trees, the grass between your toes, the brook that runs through...
That's nature, not God.
Can you peek through the boards? See anyone?
No,
Listen! The bell! They're still in there!
Hello? I heard the bell!
This is giving me
I'm here to help!
heebie-jeebies.
These boards look flimsy enough to break.
Ja, hau rein.
Look at that. The Ethel becomes an Edward. I didn't think you had it in you, old fruit.
Be quiet. Betty? Are you here? Hello? This is Edward Harden. I'm looking for my sister, Elizabeth.
Stop shouting, Edward. We're alone. There are only ghosts here.
There are no ghosts.
I don't know about that. What's this rope for?
The bell.
This is the bell we heard ringing?
I don't see any other bells.
So you have to stand here and pull this rope to ring it.
Yes.
But there was no one here. You didn't see anyone, right?
No. No one.
Ghosts. I'm telling you. It's ghosts!
Lissy. Look. Betty's gloves. They are definitely Betty's.
Oh, for
She got
Pete's
these
sake.
in Boston before she left for New York. She bought them at Woolworth. I remember the day She's here.
Where? And why would she leave her clothes lying around? It doesn't make sense.
Breadcrumbs. She's sending me a message. She knew I'd recognize her gloves. Her hat. She's left a trail for me to follow, like Ariadne's red thread.
We're not in a labyrinth.
Betty will have left more crumbs.
Betty, you're turning into such a pill. What happened here?
The sign on the door. God is not here. Their faith was challenged, and it didn't survive. The church book, a record of births and deaths.
So we can find out what happened to the people in the village?
And, Elizabeth. I mean, if she was dead...
Her name would be in the book.
Vandals. Tore it to pieces.
I don't think the missing pages left the church. Look. How many pages are missing?
I counted 4.
They're probably all still here. I know. Let's make it a competition. 1-0 to Team Me. I wanted you to find that one. I know what a rotten loser you are. I've never seen you read the Bible before.
I've read the Bible many times. It's an important historical document. For he is our peace, who hath made both one, and hath broken down the middle wall of partition between us.
Did you just translate that into Olden English?
I happen to know the verse by heart.
You still manage to surprise me sometimes. Jesus looks sad.
What reason would Jesus have to be happy?
Don't be blasphemous.
Given that this is all fiction, blasphemy is a contradiction.
Heretic.
They considered this a sacred place. For them to destroy it. What are you doing? We're in a church.
I thought you didn't believe in God.
I do believe in civility.
Sie balanciert da auf der...
Isn't this a fire hazard?
They're not always lit. Each candle represents a single prayer.
That's a lot of prayers.
There were a lot of deaths.
Allerdings. So, uns fehlen aber trotzdem noch 2 Seiten, ne?
The final dinner.
The Last Supper. Who taught you about the New Testament?
I pick up on things. Most folks aren't heathens, like you. What's that?
The last sermon that was held here.
What does it say?
The vicar's handwriting is hard to decipher, and the language. He talks about the village being divided for 20 years. This sermon was held on the anniversary of the accident this past summer. He's asking the congregation to help heal old wounds, to forgive, move on. Something to the effect of, you sit in separate aisles in God's house.
Like Ruth's drawing. I told you, she was perceptive.
Here's something else. Many of you believe Graavik was cursed 20 years ago. God has not cursed you. This curse is of your own making.
Ruth's drawing mentioned a curse. What do you think that means?
It means they believed they were cursed, and that they needed something or someone to blame for their misfortune. It sounds like Graavik was split in two, between those who stood by Johann and those who supported Frederick.
Because of Ruth?
This sermon is from before that. No, this is all about the preceding 20 years of division and disagreements. Tilly varandra.
Edward?
Forgive each other. It addresses Johann and Frederick directly, but I wonder if they were even here.
Well, they were twin brothers. They must have been close once. How could they allow their grudge to escalate until...
You call each other traitors, but the only thing you've betrayed are the bonds that unite us.
You found another one? Just one more page missing.
Die dritte Seite, genau. Eine fehlt noch.
Found another one. You get it. It's right here.
Oha, da steht eine Menge
2 for
drauf.
2. A tie. Good job, Teddy, old
Stop,
bean.
Lissy. This is not a game. Betty's out there.
Of horse feathers. Stop being so gosh darn tedious, Edward. Betty, 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 will you ever shut up about your precious Betty? Put those pages back in the book, and I'll stop trying to cheer you up.
This book goes back years. It lists births and deaths. Here's the 3rd Fretland brother. The one who died in the cave-in. Someone added the word for Banelson, probably quite recently.
What does that mean again?
Curse. That word is all over this book. Not just the men who died in the mine, but other deaths in the last 20 years.
Ruth's drawing and the sermon both mentioned a curse. What do you think it means?
I don't know. There were surprisingly few births.
Perhaps they blame that on the curse as well.
Look here. Ruth Elsa Fretland. She was buried in the cemetery. And the next entry, Simon Fretland. Now this is interesting.
Simon is dead? Oh, that's dreadful.
He drowned the day after Ruth died. probably no coincidence. See what's scribbled next to it?
Mord?
Murder.
Who killed him? Ruth's father? Or the mob that trashed the store?
It doesn't say. After the children, a half-dozen deaths in a single week.
The curse.
It's listed as the cause for every single death.
Maybe there really was a curse.
Primitive superstition. But something changed after Ruth and Simon. It might explain why there's no one around.
Edward, if it killed everyone, how's that not a curse? What does that word say? Next to those names at the bottom. For a
Traitor.
Edward? What's wrong?
The final entry. There's no name. Alice, what if...
Oh, Edward, no.
Betty.
It doesn't mean she's...
She's not dead. She can't be. I'd know.
Teddy.
I need to see the grave for myself. It's not Betty. Betty's still alive.
Teddy? Where are you going? Don't leave me! Edward!
You better not be here, Betty. I'll never forgive you. Where is it? This one. It's unmarked.
What are you doing? Have you gone completely mad? Edward, stop it!
Thank God. It's not her. It's not Betty. It's not her.
Oh, Edward. What have you done?
It's not Elizabeth. I was so afraid.
You're a monster.
But I had to be sure. If Betty...
To hell with your Betty! When did she ever shed a tear for you?
Don't talk about my baby sister like
Or
that.
what? Or what, Edward? What will you do? Ignore us? Banish us? You've spent your entire life chasing her. When are you going to do something useful with what's left of it?
Quiet! Just leave me be.
Fine.
Lizzie? Alice?
What?
Come back. Don't leave me alone. Please. Come back. I need you.
Wow. Was ist denn jetzt passiert? Lizzie hat sich mal eben
Lizzie? Where are you?
in Rauch aufgelöst, in nix aufgelöst. Okay. Da. Oh.
I was afraid you'd left me. Now listen to me. No! Lizzie!
Jetzt dreht er völlig durch irgendwie, ne? Kann man jetzt mal mit ihr reden?
Lizzie!
Nein, kann man nicht.
Hey! Lizzie, please listen to me. I didn't mean what I said.
Of course you meant it. Everything's always about Betty. Betty, Betty.
I care about you both.
Until it really matters. Then it's obvious who matters more.
I thought she was dead.
I wish she was!
Don't.
You deserve to be alone. 'Cause
Ist Lissy eigentlich nur ein Hirngespinst oder was ist sie? Ich versuche irgendwie das jetzt hier in meinem Kopf klar zu kriegen, welche Rolle sie eigentlich spielt.
Please, talk to me.
What's there to talk about?
You can't keep running away from me.
You think you own me? That you control me? That you get to decide how I feel and what I do every minute of every day? That I'm your puppet, your little plaything? Well, fuck you, Edward Charles Harden! I never should have come here with you on this pointless chase!
Now, be reasonable. What are you doing?
What I should have done years ago. Maybe now you'll learn to appreciate us.
Now listen to me. Please, listen. Hear me out. Don't do this. You can't do this to me. I need you. I'm not whole without you. I can't lose you. I can't live without you. Don't, please, don't, no. What? No!
What?
Oh, Alice. What have you done? Please, be all right. Please, don't.
You make me sick, Edward. Your mother and father would be ashamed. Elizabeth would be ashamed. They did not think you deserved their love, so they abandoned you.
Don't.
Oh, my child. We are all that you have, and we love you. We are here. With us, you are never alone. Do not forget.
No, Never. I never forget. I am never alone.
Tag 4. Ich bin gerade ein bisschen überfordert. Alter Vater, was geht denn hier ab?
Wake up, Edward.
Okay.
Stop hiding.
Ja, okay. Ich habe da mal ein paar Fragen.
Without us, you are nothing. You cannot hide from us.
Where's Lissy?
Alice is not here.
Bring her back. Please. I need her.
Alice does not love Elizabeth like you do.
She loves me.
Not like I do, Edward.
I'm so tired. Please.
What do you want?
I think of you so often. You have no idea.
You just want me to forgive you so that we can keep looking for your precious, perfect Betty.
She needs us.
She never needed you, Teddy Bear. And she certainly doesn't need us.
I can't find her on my own.
Well, it's just too bad, my darling Edward. Because we're done playing second fiddle to little sis.
Wait, don't go. I'm talking to you. Lissy. Oh. Please. Listen. Lissy, you can't keep vanishing on me.
Try me.
Why are you so angry?
You do not know anger, Edward.
Did you ever meet my father?
Alice does not want to speak with you.
Then what about you? Are you going to help me?
God helps those who help themselves.
I don't need God's help. I need Lissy.
Do you, though? Did you ever?
What? Of course,
Wo ist sie hin?
Don't go. Hear me out. Alice, I depend on you both.
You can never depend on other people, Edward.
I'm not sure you count as other people.
Everyone leaves, one way or another.
You don't. You can't.
Is that a challenge?
Stop playing games.
Are you ordering me, teddy bear?
I'm asking you.
Didn't your father always tell you to stand up for yourself? To be a real man and not a sissy? Maybe that's why he put the gun to his head and pulled the trigger. Kaboom! He was so disappointed about what his only son had turned into.
You're a monster.
Takes one to know one. Old fruit.
Okay, kriegen wir ganz nebenbei sein Schicksal hier mit. Oh. Krass, ey. Ist sie oben? Wo ist sie? Keine Ahnung. Oh. Nee, irgendwie nicht. Wo ist sie nun hin? Ja. Lissy. Nein. Hab ich irgendwas übersehen hier? Hier ist ja noch dieser verschlossene Raum, ne? Der ist immer noch verschlossen. Okay. Ja. Munteres Suchen nach Lissy oder... Oh, was ist da?
I gave you this jacket. Betty. You were here.
Okay. Da.
Lissy, I'm tired of chasing you. I'm trying to talk to you. Alice, be reasonable. Lissy, look. Her jacket. I'm sure it wasn't here yesterday, which
Jesus
means
Christ,
Betty was
Teddy.
here. Perhaps when we were out yesterday.
Betty,
she must
Betty.
have...
Betty.
You love Betty more than you love us. But don't you see? What has Betty done that we haven't? What can she do that we cannot? We've always been there for you. Why do you keep looking for her?
She's real. You're not.
So?
What? You decide what is real. We are real to you.
It will never be the same.
She does not want you.
Who are you talking about?
Why do you think Betty left? She was sick and tired of us. She wanted to escape.
Like Mother.
Drowning herself because she couldn't stand being around us.
Like Father.
Bang! Right in the coconut.
Stop.
You drive them all away, Edward. All into death.
Please.
But not us. We're always here for you.
I beg you.
You are never alone.
Stop! Leave me alone, both of you!
You want to be alone?
You really want to be alone?
Fine. You're alone.
For good.
Okay.
Lissy.
Was geht denn hier ab? Ja, Edward, jetzt bist du allein. Und immer noch auf der Suche nach Betty. Bald ist die Puppe komplett. Oh, Leute, ist das alles verwirrend hier. Oh, du wird dunkel. Nur seine Eltern haben sich umgebracht. Puh, ich muss das alles erstmal irgendwie verdauen. Tag 5.
Betty? Elizabeth? Is that you? Are you upstairs?
Ja, da ist auf jeden Fall irgendwas oben. Kommt da aus dem verschlossenen Zimmer, ne?
Betty? Betty! Are you in there? Open the door! I'm coming in! Stand away from the door! Betty? No! No, 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 no! Oh. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I thought it was you, Betty. But who? Anna.
Anna Fredland. Okay.
You said this was a gift from another unlucky suitor. It was precious to you. You wouldn't have left it here unless... a signpost. A breadcrumb. But what's so important about the Fretlands? I will figure this out. I will find you, I promise. It's from Johann, addressed to his wife.
Edward kennt sich in der Schreibkunst aus und er erkennt mit einem Zittern geschriebene Striche und etliche Fehler. Das ist das Werk eines verzweifelten Mannes, denkt er, das Werk eines Mannes, der nicht mehr weiter weiß.
Did you notice the handwriting, Betty? He was clearly distraught. Knock, knock. Enough is enough. After decades of strife, I pray that God will... Tilly, forgive me. I am tired of secrets. For 20 years I've kept my silence about our discovery, but my silence has only led to misfortune, and my cowardice has only led to death. I will make Frederick pay for what he has done to us, for what they have done to our Ruth. When it is over, I will let the ocean take me to you and Ruth. May God forgive me. Anna was already dead when he wrote this. He had no one else to confess to. What now, Betty? Johann went to confront his brother, probably at Frederick's farm. And then?
Ja, kann man leider nicht. Meine geliebte Anna, ich vermisse dich und Ruth so innerlich, also so, ja, innerlich. Ich hoffe, dass wir bald wieder zusammen sein können in der Ewigkeit. Erst muss ich dies beenden, was so vor so langer Zeit begann. Genug ist genug. Nach Jahren des Streits. Ich bitte Gott um Vergebung für mein Handeln. Ich bin die Heimlichkeiten leid. In 20 Jahren habe ich stillgehalten über das, was wir herausgefunden haben. Aber meine Stillheit oder meine Verschwiegenheit hat uns zu diesem Unglück gebracht. Was dann auch zum Tode geführt hat. Frederick muss jetzt für das bezahlen, was er getan hat, was er uns angetan hat und das, was sie unserer lieben Ruth angetan haben. Wenn all dies zu Ende ist und der Tag vergangen ist, wird der Fjord mich zurück zu dir und Ruth bringen. Möge Gott mir verzeihen, dein Johann.
You followed Johann to Frederick Fretland's farm, and then to the mine.
Ja, mal zum... Doch Betty wäre noch weitergegangen, den ganzen Weg zur Mine. Johann ist zum Hof seines Bruders gegangen. Edward befürchtet, dass Betty ihm gefolgt
You wouldn't
ist.
let this go, Betty. You'd follow your story to the end. All the way to the end.
Liebe Leute, damit geht die 4. Folge zu Ende. Wir sind ein bisschen drüber. Die Irrungen und Wirrungen hier in Graavik nehmen zu. Das muss ich jetzt auch alles erstmal irgendwie verdauen. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet Spaß an dieser Folge. Ich würde mich total freuen, wenn ihr in der nächsten Episode wieder mit dabei seid. Ich sage danke fürs Zuschauen, wünsche euch noch einen super schönen Tag und sage Tschüss.